It is somewhat surprising that in 2016, the most successful superhero film, both critically and commercially, is the third Captain America film. The film is the 13th installment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and is one of 8 comic book superhero films being released this year. The market for superhero films is saturated. It feels like every other blockbuster is about guys in spandex hitting things. Captain America Civil War makes the use of the saturated market and its role as movie number 13 to improve itself and stand out from the crowd. The film is full to the brim. The ensemble cast of superheroes is massive. There are elements of an Avengers sequel in there, elements of a Spider-Man film, an Iron Man film, and a Black Panther origin story film, but it manages to all come together as a single and cohesive Captain America movie. Now, compare that to Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. From a distance, the two films are very similar, but upon closer inspection, one can see that Civil War triumphs whilst Batman vs Superman stumbles. Batman vs Superman, at the end of the day, is not a cohesive film. The elements of it being a sequel to Man of Steel, a solo Batman film, a Justice League prequel, an adaptation of the Death of Superman comic, and on occasion actually doing what the title says and being a Batman vs Superman film, do not gel, and the movie seems to suffer from a severe case of cognitive dissonance. This is because these elements do not inform each other or make sense in the broader context in which this film has been released. Civil War's handling of the character of Spider-Man compared to Dawn of Justice's handling of Batman shows this. Marvel assumes the audience knows Spider-Man's origins. After all, there have been 5 Spider-Man films and 2 of them have told his origin story. Civil War skips over the origin when introducing Spider-Man and lets the audience get straight to seeing him team up and interact with the other Avengers and do things we haven't seen him do before. Dawn of Justice, however, despite there being 7 previous Batman films in recent memory, decides that the audience desperately needs to see Batman's parents come down in an alleyway again. The handling of Black Panther and Wonder Woman also shows the different approaches being taken. These characters play a similar role from a commercial standpoint. They guest star in this film as an introduction, and will then appear in their own movie the following year. Dawn of Justice is content to let that be Wonder Woman's entire role. She turns up, watches the teaser trailers for some of DC's upcoming films, and then fights along Batman and Superman at the end. Black Panther is properly integrated into the story. His origins link to other characters and he develops relationships with them over the course of the film. Meanwhile in Dawn of Justice, Wonder Woman and Superman never have a scene where they speak to each other. Civil War also offers comedy.
I can't go to Germany.
Why?
I got homework.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
Batman vs Superman does not. Civil War knows that in the current market where it seems every other blockbuster is a superhero film, you have to bring something else to the table other than action. Ultimately, Civil War uses the films that have come before and surround it to better itself. The fight between Captain America and Iron Man has been hinted at since the first Avengers film, and getting to see it happen is a welcome payoff. Marvel spent 12 films giving you reasons to care about its characters and building its shared universe. It also uses the information that the audience already knows from watching other superhero films to tighten its storytelling. Batman vs Superman drops us into the middle of its titular battle world with barely any prior context and stubbornly refuses to acknowledge the other superhero films that surround it. Batman vs Superman stumbles where Civil War succeeds because it fails to acknowledge the context it exists in.